Special guests, ladies and gentlemen, Scouts and Scouters, the National Vice Chief of the Order of the Arrow, Preston Marquis.
Almost 100 years ago, a young man named Arthur Rose Eldred sat down with the Chief Scout Executive, the National Commissioner, and the Chief Scout in what would become the first Eagle Board of Review in the history of the Boy Scouts of America. I'm sure at the time he had no idea of the great legacy that was to follow. 100 years have passed, and here we are, with over 2 million scouts having earned Scouting's highest rank. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to tonight's show as we mark the 100th anniversary of the Eagle Scout Award. We can look over the past 100 years in the fabric of Scouting history to see how Eagle Scouts have made an impact in our community. Perhaps you'll recognize some of the more prominent names. President of the United States, Gerald Ford, astronaut Neil Armstrong, former FBI Director Louis Freeh, and former CIA Director and Secretary of Defense and Order of the Arrow Committee member, Robert Gates. All of them are distinguished Eagle Scouts who have helped engender that spirit of leadership and service that the Eagle represents today. When we consider the legacy of the Eagle Centennial, we also need to look no further than the hundreds of Eagle Scouts who are with us tonight. And so, we would like to recognize those Eagle Scouts in the audience with us. Would you please stand? Thank you. Just consider the breadth of Scouting experience exhibited by all these fine gentlemen. Now, it was only 2 years ago when we commemorated another important milestone, the 100th anniversary of Scouting. Now, that celebration proved that the values Scouting imparts are timeless. They transcend any one generation and live on in those who choose to take upon themselves the ideals of the Scout Oath and the Scout Law. Now, in truth, there will always be a need for what Scouting has to offer. Where else will one find skills that you can use both in the backcountry or in the corporate boardroom? And sure, to an extent, I'm referring to the outdoor skills that we've all come to cherish, but I'm also referring to the ability to build and manage teams, the ability to make ethical decisions under pressure, the ability to plan, mobilize, and deliver on significant projects. These are the lessons that create leaders of body, mind, and character. And Scouting does it in a setting which strips away the modern-day luxuries of the 21st century, forcing us to rely completely upon our troops, our patrol, and ultimately ourselves. Now, I could stand here all night and extol on the virtues of Scouting because they leave such visible impacts in the lives that they touch. But that's not what tonight's about. Tonight, we've gathered to celebrate the achievement of Eagle Scouts and how the Eagle Scout is so much more than simply a piece of cloth to be sewn on a uniform or a line on a resume to be used during a job interview. Now, granted, both are indeed key benefits which come with attaining the rank, but they do not fully encapsulate the measure of the accomplishment. And we use the word accomplishment often in our daily lives, using it to denote significant milestones or victories. And I imagine that, given the ongoing Olympic competitions, we will continue to see it used quite frequently. Now, on the subject of the Olympics, odds are I will never earn a gold medal in swimming or take the bronze in Olympic handball. But that's okay, because for those athletes who are competing this week, the 2012 Games represents the peak of their level of athletic accomplishment. And likewise for Scouts, the Eagle is that pinnacle. It is the culmination of an intense period of growth. And yet, it is only estimated that 1 in 4 scouts will progress to Eagle rank. Why is that? Scouting challenges us to do our best, to set goals and to work towards their achievement. Now, I have too many friends, and I'm sure you do as well, who have fallen out of the program or have chosen to find other paths. And that is certainly okay, because scouting requires a level of commitment which is sometimes beyond what people can give, the normal 1 hour a week, right? But for those who choose to stay on the path, the benefits to yourself and society will only increase. And to this, I'm referring to the recent Baylor University study, which was published some time ago. Perhaps some of you are familiar with it. The survey found quantitative evidence which supported conclusions regarding differences between those who had earned the Eagle rank and those who had never participated in scouting. Let me read you some of their findings. Eagle Scouts exhibit an increased tendency to participate in a variety of health and recreational activities. Eagle Scouts show a greater connectedness to siblings, neighbors, the religious community, friends, and a spiritual presence in nature. Eagle Scouts show higher levels of planning and preparedness than do Scouts who have never attained the rank of Eagle and men who are never Scouts. Duty to God, service to others, service to the community, and leadership are all traits that are especially strong in Eagle Scouts. Imagine that. Eagle Scouts are statistically more likely to have built character traits related to work ethics, morality, tolerance, and respect for diversity. But as all Eagle Scouts know, the title is bestowed for life. Thus the phrase, once an Eagle, always an Eagle. For the award is more than a badge, it is a state of being. It is recognition of service, which is the Eagle's final and ultimate responsibilities. Now, earlier in the audience, we saw how many Arrowmen were also Eagle Scouts. But this shouldn't come as a surprise. After all, as the Honor Society of Scouting, the Order is meant to represent the best that the program has to offer. I want you to think back to the leadership of your sections, of your lodges, of your chapters. Think about how many of them are Eagle Scouts. You see, in the Order of the Arrow, we take the commitment to serve and live it in our daily lives and in our service to our troops, our chapters, our councils, and our lodges. And that is the key to our legacy. Now, at the beginning of my remarks, we recognized those who represent Eagles past and present. So let's talk about the future of this great legacy. So I would like to invite all of our members who are under 18 and who have not earned the Eagle rank to please stand. It is appropriate that the focus now turns to you. You are the next generation, and you are the critical part of the Boy Scout of America's future. The only way we will mark a 200th anniversary of the Eagle Scout Award is with your help. Now, whether you are in your first month as a Life Scout or several months in as a First Class Scout, I challenge each and every one of you here tonight to make earning your Eagle your #1 scouting priority. The journey is not always easy, but it is so worth it. And all of you have the skills to complete it. Tonight, I want you to set a date when you plan to obtain your Eagle, and I want you to share this with your lodge chiefs and your lodge advisors. Now, to the audience members who are sitting around these young men, please help me hold these outstanding scouts accountable. Help them attain this goal and set them on the path to a bright future in service to others. It will enrich their lives, and it will make our brotherhood even stronger. As we leave our conference, let us make sure that the Order's commitment to our youth obtaining the rank of Eagle Scout is one of our lasting legacies. Because truly, united, we will leave a legacy.